Welcome back, I'm Liam Hitchens and we're going to be going into why building a team is so important when you have rent service accommodation properties. So firstly, what sort of team do you need? Well, this all depends on how many units you have. Are you just having one or two? Are you managing them yourself? And there's so many different varieties to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to run through the type of people you need involved to have a smooth operation for your rent service accommodation. First of all is your cleaners. It is not just any cleaner. It's not just someone that's doing normal home visit cleans. You want a super cleaner. And this super cleaner, they are obviously going to go and clean the property after every checkout. But other than this, they will be checking that everything's back in the right place. They'll be checking for any damages. They'll be your eyes and ears of the property. They'll also be taking photos before and after every stay. So before they do the clean and then after they do the clean. So this allows you to notice if there's anything missing, or also allows you to keep on top of what they're doing as the job goes on. They'll also be checking for missing items. So for example, if you've got consoles in the property, you'll have an inventory list of different things, every item, and they'll go through and check what is there. This allows for not getting bad reviews and making sure your next guests have everything they need. The next thing is your maintenance team. So you could go down a few different routes with this, and you could go and hire a company and they would charge like a call out fee, and it gets quite expensive. And they would take care of any like last minute maintenance issues. Blocked toilets, all these different type of things that can come up, and it needs to be turned around really quickly for your guests. Obviously the second option is to just have a handyman, a maintenance guy, just a one-man band, but he's got to be close to the property. He's got to be on call and got to be able to kind of drop everything at a pin drop. This can be harder to come across unless you hire someone in-house. If you've got your first one or two, I'd recommend going more towards the company. And then as you grow and you're just in one area, you could look at hiring someone in-house. So those are the two main things that you need when you're starting out. This is obviously if you're gonna self-manage. If you're not, then you would need a management company. So what happens when you start getting to 8, 10, 15, 20 units? So this is when you're going to start needing systems in place. So for example, with our communication systems, we've got a PA and we use All Day PA. This isn't sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just we recommend them. And they concentrate on the phone calls. Any queries, if someone hasn't got the codes or something's happened with the system and the codes haven't gone through or they haven't got the address, they can phone this number and they have all those details on script ready for every single guest. This will even go down to if there's any issues at the properties, they can directly call the maintenance guys or the cleaners if they need linen and all these types of things. So it makes it more hands off for you. So the next thing you would need is a booking platform or a booking system. And this would be somewhere where you just go and all your properties are on there. You see who's checking in, who's checking out. You can take payments and all of these different things. So with this, you can automate your emails. You can automate your codes going out and deal with any communications in one place. There's a few others with Uplisting, I believe, but personally we just use Avivo. Another thing for guest communications that we use is something known as Guest Talk. This links directly to Avivo. And with that, it will transfer all the data across, and we automated all the communications into one block. So they automatically send out text messages, they automatically send out emails and broadcast it to different sections so we know that the guest has their information. They also won't receive the information to check in unless they filled out the registration form and paid the deposit. This just automates it that little bit more. But these are just a few things that we use and that we recommend using when you start to get larger. You wouldn't want to be getting all these systems in place straight away. If you've got one property, it's not really worth it. Maybe you would use Avivo because they will publish your property on multiple booking platforms, booking.com, Airbnb, Vrbo, hotels.com, and all these different platforms. This allows you not to have to set up loads of different accounts and risk getting double bookings. But as for the other systems, we wouldn't say you would need that until you start getting up above 5 properties. If you've got any questions around how to grow the business or how to build your team, how to systemize it, then reach out in the comments below and we're happy to answer your questions in a Q&A. But for now, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.